That tattoo represents the 7-year obsession that Finn Balor has had with Seth Rollins. Because 7 years ago at SummerSlam, Finn Balor defeated Seth Rollins to win the first ever Universal Championship. But Rollins injured Balor in that match, forcing Balor to relinquish the championship the next night. Finn Balor has never, ever forgotten.
And that's what is likely to make Finn Balor the single greatest threat to Seth freaking Rollins' reign as World Heavyweight Champion. Because for those 7 years, Finn Balor has been seething. Finn Balor has been plotting and planning, waiting for the moment to strike. And that moment could be tonight in Detroit. Notice Finn Balor making his entrance all on his own, sans the Judgment Day. No Damian Priest, no Rhea Ripley, no Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Finn Balor walking alone. Oh, do you see what Seth Rollins is wearing? And I'm not talking about the beautiful World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, he buzzed us earlier today that this may happen.
Seth Rollins is wearing the exact ring vest that he wore at SummerSlam that fateful night 7 years ago. Mind games from the champion before the opening bell.
And it has now dawned on Balor what Rollins is wearing.
You remember? I never forgot either, son.
Rollins trying to get into the head of the challenger before the bell. A brilliant strategy from the mastermind, from the visionary, from the architect.
Is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship! Introducing the challenger, representing the Judgment Day, from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, Finn Balor! And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins!
before the opening bell. Our official Rod Zapata trying to restore some semblance of order, but here comes Rollins.
And Rollins goes right back, driving Balor into the corner, but
this match is not official yet.
Not yet. The official trying to keep the two separated finally rings the bell, and now we're underway for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins and Balor brawling away to start things off at SummerSlam.
Seth, for 7 years, Finn Balor has waited for this moment. The question remains, can Balor compartmentalize his anger? Can he take the WWE Universe out of the equation and focus only on the task at hand, that being Rollins?
Well, let's not forget either, Seth Rollins is angry as well, Corey. Seth Rollins has been abused, taken out by Balor over the past number of weeks, forced into this moment tonight. He thought he was done at Money in the Bank.
And that is why I shuddered to worry, why I worry that Rollins may be at a disadvantage here. Rollins is trying to wear multiple hats at once. He's trying to raise the profile of the new World Heavyweight Championship. He's trying to be a locker room leader. Rollins is trying to do a lot of different things, whereas Finn Balor has one focus, taking out Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but for Finn Balor, there's a lot on his shoulders tonight too, Corey. He's got to win tonight. This is a must-win for Balor. How many more opportunities is he going to get to scratch that 7-year itch?
I think you raise a very valid point.
Balor with boots to the face of Rollins, and now right to work on the left arm of Seth Rollins. Nice takedown by Balor, stomp right to the chest. Rollins chasing history in his own right tonight. 36 years of SummerSlam. As you take another look at the kick to the arm. In 36 years of SummerSlam, Rollins wins tonight. He'll be tied with the 5th most wins in the history of this great event, joining Hall of Famer Bret Hart.
Certainly great company to find your name in. If you notice, Balor looked down at the 7 painted across the surgically repaired shoulder that he suffered at SummerSlam as a reminder, as fuel. And now Balor attacking the arm of Seth freaking Rollins.
And I was going to ask you the question, do you think this is done by design? Attack the arm, the shoulder of Rollins, put Rollins through the pain that he went through 7 years ago at SummerSlam.
Not an eye for an eye, it's a shoulder for a shoulder. Balor has the technical and grappling skills to dislocate Rollins' shoulder relatively easily.
And again, remember, Balor just doesn't have to pin Rollins, he can tap him out as well in order to win the World Heavyweight Championship here tonight.
Balor utilizing that hammerlock extremely effectively. It's a very simple maneuver, but it is agonizing.
Again, continues to focus on the left arm and shoulder of Rollins. Balor plays his own mind games as well, as Rollins now looks to power out of this. Finn Balor, though, wrestles him back down to the mat again and controls the arm. Seems like a pretty deliberate attack, like Balor had an idea and a plan coming into this.
Well, again, much like we talked about in Gunther's match moments ago, Balor is maintaining that singular focus. He's not wasting any motion. He's very deliberate in all of his movements. Balor yet again back to the hammerlock.
Oh, and driving Rollins into the turnbuckle. And Balor again right back to the arm.
And notice how at this juncture, Balor has essentially taken the WWE Universe out of the equation. As Rollins made his entrance, it was Seth Rollins plus a chorus of over 59,000. The World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Who will be the face of Monday Night Raw when this matchup ends?
Seth, such a proud champion. Finn Balor wants the gold back.
Rollins has been honest that he wants to put Finn in the rearview mirror. Rollins wants to continue to raise the profile of the World Heavyweight Championship, be a fighting champion, a workhorse. Oh!
Again, to the point earlier, Rollins thought he had done that in London at Money in the Bank, but Finn Balor continued to press the issue and finally forced Seth Rollins to take the challenge. Now it's Rollins fighting back. Chops to Balor. And Balor looking to take him out with a side Russian leg sweep, continues to control the arm, and now Rollins screaming in pain.
Fujiwara armbar applied by Finn Balor.
Submission move, and Rollins taps. Balor's the champion.
This is an agonizing submission hold. It puts an incredible amount of pressure on your shoulder, on your elbow, even your wrist. Balor's hips are off of the mat, were momentarily, allowing him to add additional pressure.
Rollins makes it to the ropes, which will force a break. Balor having words with official Rod Zapata. Has to be careful.
Yeah, Finn knows how valuable this opportunity is. You'd hate to see any superstar squander something this big for arguing with the official.
Point of the elbow, top of the skull of Rollins. Seth has not been able to really get any offense in yet.
I'm honestly a little surprised as how ineffective the champ's offensive attempts have been to this point.
And this is a Finn Balor just beating the hell out of his opponent. A very aggressive Balor tonight. Rollins across the ring as he explodes out with a clothesline. Seth tries to build a little momentum. Kick right to the midsection.
Rollins has Balor by the beard.
Headbutts by Rollins. Trying to drive Finn Balor down. Kicks now by the champ.
Oh, these Kawada-style kicks right across the bridge of Finn's nose and one under the chin.
Rollins into the cover off the clothesline to retain. Balor gets the shoulder up at 2. This is important for Seth, though. Allows him some valuable time to regroup after the early onslaught by Balor.
And a flurry of offense that the champion just delivered of the utmost importance, because now Rollins with several moments to compose himself, to gather his thoughts, to replan his game. Rollins does second to none. Looking potentially for the pedigree.
Balor, though, countered momentarily. Rollins creates space, went for the sling blade. Seth Rollins turns it into a Falcon Arrow. Cover now for the win. Kick out by Balor at 2. These two know each other so well, Corey.
Absolutely. Look at the Falcon Arrow delivered by Rollins yet again. We know how much pride Rollins takes in being a visionary, in being the architect, in having a plan B, a plan C. But Rollins also knows that Finn Balor is a very similar competitor. Finn definitely came into this one with a plan.
Yeah, Rollins with a suicide dive. Drives Balor into the announce table. I don't think Rollins is done yet. Seth Rollins gonna go for it one more time. This time Balor knocked onto the table again. Will Rollins go for the hat trick here?
Seth continuing to deliver offense, third time.
And he does! Balor wiped out.
And Rollins now finally able to generate the momentum he sought, to wake up the WWE Universe, to rally them behind the champion.
You noticed it, Corey, but Balor's mouth was busted open. We could see it here as he lay across our announce table.
Color crimson staining the face of the challenger.
And now Balor, though, meets Rollins as he goes up to the top rope. Oh, and then Rollins hung up.
The resourceful Finn Balor used Seth's own arm, the left arm, again, to pull Seth from the top, and then drove the same shoulder into the ring post yet again.
That has been the game plan, the strategy since the beginning of this matchup for Finn Balor, to continue to attack the arm of Seth Rollins, to put him through the pain that Rollins put Balor through 7 years ago at SummerSlam.
Mentioning 7 years, and in those 7 years, Finn Balor wasn't just plotting, wasn't just planning, it was an obsession. Finn Balor has been obsessed with ruining Seth freaking Rollins and his championship reign.
Rollins with Finn up on his shoulders, drops him on the apron. The official at a count of 4. Balor sent back in by the champ. Back to the injured arm. Finn with Rollins up top. Seth Rollins in trouble. Finn Balor shot at SummerSlam 7 years ago.
It was that very maneuver that Rollins delivered to Balor that caused Finn's injury.
That forced him to relinquish the Universal Championship. Balor bringing the pain to Seth Rollins off the sling blade, and here comes Balor.
Poetic justice.
Oh, and Seth caught him with a kick to the face.
Finn stopped dead in his tracks, but
Down goes Rollins for the win to win the championship. Isn't enough, and Rollins kicks out.
into the armbar. Rollins' arm fully extended.
And again on the bad arm of Rollins that Finn Balor has worked on all night. Will Rollins tap out? Will Balor win the World Heavyweight title right here? Seth Rollins trying to hang on.
Rollins doesn't know the meaning of the word quit, but Finn Balor trying to force it from the champion. Rollins is spending an exorbitant amount of time in this armbar.
Balor has it fully applied. Rollins trying to somehow power out. Turns Balor over, shoulders are down. Rollins trying to power the challenger up. Somehow he does. Balor upon buckle bomb. And another. Seth going to the top. Splash! Cover!
Gotta do it!
To retain! Balor kicks out!
This was moments ago as Finn Balor turned the tables. A throwback to SummerSlam 7 years ago. The same move that Rollins injured Balor with, but Rollins able to find his way back into this fight with a frog splash that still wasn't enough.
Critical moment of this match now. Both the champion and the challenger have been beaten. They've been battered. Rollins with a bad arm. Finn Balor's been busted open. As physical matches you'll ever see for the World Heavyweight Championship here tonight at SummerSlam. Intense disdain for one another. Rollins with a blow to Balor. Sets him up perhaps for a stomp to put this one away. Balor able to meet him there. Roll through, stomp to the chest. Kick drives Rollins into the corner. And now Rollins is in the drop zone.
Finn Balor looking to deliver the final dagger.
Looking for the coup de grace. And Seth Rollins meets him there with a superplex, pop the hips. Balor counters the Falcon Arrow into a cover of his own and a kick out. Step up enziguri by Rollins. Kick by Finn Balor. That overhead kick caught Seth. Both champ and challenger are down.
Both superstars now find themselves in the proverbial deep waters of this matchup.
Boom!
The overhead kick by Balor stopped Seth from advancing any further, and it is truly either man's game.
This is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, who won a tournament a few months ago to win the championship. The challenger is Finn Balor. 7 years of disdain, mistrust, oozing out of Balor's pores tonight as he tries to wrestle the gold away from Rollins.
Both men running on pure adrenaline at this point, trading heavy hands.
Rollins with a right, Balor still on his feet. Finn with all the momentum, driving Seth into the corner again.
And Rollins landed directly on his shoulder.
And now this time, do you think that Balor will be able to hit the coup de grace?
If Finn lands this, we are going to have a new World Heavyweight Champion.
Rollins moves out of harm's way. Pedigree to Balor. Cover, and exhausted Rollins couldn't put him away.
Both men feeling the effects of this grueling
Wait a minute.
championship bout.
Wait just a minute. We have company. Mr. Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, heading his way to the ring. In the briefcase, a contract. Priest can cash in at any time for a championship opportunity.
Balor from behind, shoulders down.
Rollins kicks out, went for the stomp. Now with Balor up on his shoulders, Finn able to slip underneath. Rollins, though, stacks him up, hooks the legs, 2 count, kick out, and a right hand.
Oh no, oh no.
Pedigree by Balor. Balor's gonna win the championship. Hook of the leg. Rollins stays alive.
Are you kidding me?
Look of disbelief on the face of Senor Money in the Bank, who unleashed a right hand and tattooed Rollins, allowing Balor to deliver the pedigree. But at 2 and 9
What the
tenths,
hell is Priest doing? Damian Priest is up on the steps and now he's waving for something. He's still holding the contract. Oh, there we go.
oh,
The women's
Bobby!
champion, Rhea Ripley. The North
Dom.
American champion, Dirty Dom Mysterio.
The Judgment Day in full effect.
Let's do it. Hey, you can win.
Plan A.
No.
Hey, what are you doing with this?
No.
It's a plan A. We're not changing the plan B, we're changing the plan A.
What is going on?
I think Priest just offered the briefcase to Balor.
Rollins rolls through. Stop! Stop! Cover! Rollins and a kick out! A kick out! A kick out!
I'm not 100% certain, but it seemed to me like Damian Priest was offering the briefcase itself to Finn Balor because the official was tied up with Dom and Rhea.
Or was he talking about perhaps a cash-in?
I don't.
There was some sort of miscommunication. Rollins tried to take advantage with a stomp. Meanwhile, Seth going up to the top rope. As Judgment Day looks on, Damian Priest taken out.
Rollins takes out Priest and a kick for Dom.
Yeah, that idiot Dirty Dom just suffered a stomp by Rollins. Sling blade. Balor.
Seth took his eye off the ball and Finn is gonna make him pay.
Finn going up to the top rope. Finn looking for the win. Coup de grace. Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. Kick out by Rollins. What does Finn Balor have to do?
Finn's asking himself the same question, and if Rollins isn't the luckiest man walking the earth right now, I don't know who is. Seth turned his attention to Priest and Dom, suffered the coup de grace, but was able to beat the officials' count of 3.
Balor trying to figure out what the hell is going on. He's ticked off at Priest.
This isn't on Damian Priest, Cole.
Well, Balor thinks it is, I guess. And now what's Priest gonna do?
You gotta be kidding me. Get up, you like it.
Now Priest distracted the official.
Oh, no!
Stomp onto the briefcase. Cover by Rollins. Rollins retains. Oh
Here
boy.
is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins!
I think Damian Priest may have some explaining to do.
I don't think I agree with you, not even a little bit, Michael Cole.